I'm Ciro Seo, call me Ciro, and welcome back to Hoops Hype. Forbes has been keeping track of NBA team valuations since 1998, but they're not the only media outlet doing that anymore. Sportico joined in 2020 and CNBC in 2025. According to Forbes, NBA teams have appreciated by 2,200% on average since the publication started releasing valuations 27 years ago. In 2001, Forbes ranked the Knicks as the most valuable franchise at $395 million. In 2025, the least valuable team is the Memphis Grizzlies at $3 billion. Check out the NBA team valuations rankings we've created by compiling the data from 3 media outlets down below in the description by hitting the link to go to hoopshype.com. Now, they all agree that the Warriors, the Knicks, and the Lakers are the top 3 NBA franchises by value. Coming in at number 1, $9.113 billion. The reigning financial champions of the NBA, the Warriors continue to dominate the valuation game thanks to a loyal fan base, a state-of-the-art Chase Center, and a dynasty that was led by Stephen Curry. Coming in at 2, $7.767 billion. Despite recent playoff struggles, the New York Knicks maintain their status as a financial juggernaut under James Dolan. Fueled by Madison Square Garden's prestige in New York City's massive market, they remain in the top 3. The Los Angeles Lakers, $7.390 billion. The Lakers brand remains as strong as ever, with their Hollywood ties, star-studded history, and massive global appeal, keeping them near the top. 4. Boston Celtics, $5.720 billion. With a storied legacy, passionate fan base, a well-run organization that just came off of a championship, the Celtics continue to be one of the NBA's most valuable franchises. Number 5, the Los Angeles Clippers, $5.525 billion. The stepbrothers to the Lakers, Steve Ballmer's deep pockets and the Intuit Dome have positioned the Lakers as a rising financial powerhouse in the NBA. 6, Chicago Bulls, $5.453 billion. Even without Michael Jordan, the Bulls remain one of the most marketable NBA brands, consistently ranking among the highest in merchandise sales. 7. The Brooklyn Nets, $5.367 billion. A strong ownership group, a prime New York location, keeping the Nets among the most valuable teams despite their fluctuating roster stability. 8. The Houston Rockets, $5.123 billion. The Rockets benefit from a massive media market and a loyal Texas fan base, keeping their valuation strong even through the rebuilding years until now, where it seems like the tide is turning. 9. Miami Heat, $4.783 billion. Miami's winning culture, South Beach appeal, and consistent contention make the Heat one of the NBA's most valuable franchises. 10. The Dallas Mavericks, $4.720 billion, with devoted owner Mark Cuban, now a minority owner, and recently traded rising superstar Luka Doncic being replaced by Anthony Davis and torn ACL Kyrie Irving. The Mavericks remain a financial force due to them being in a major market such as Dallas, as well as being owned by casino magnates who'll do whatever it takes to continue to get that money pumping. 11. The Philadelphia 76ers, $4.690 billion. Philadelphia's passionate sports culture and investment in a competitive roster yearly has kept the Sixers in the upper echelon of NBA valuations, even after the trust the process era. 12. The Toronto Raptors, $4.520 billion. The Raptors have capitalized on their national following in Canada, making them one of the NBA's most successful international brands. Number 13, $4.407 billion. The new ownership group led by Matt Ishbia, a star-studded roster, has reinvigorated the Phoenix Suns, even though they're paying a huge luxury tax. At 14, $4.110 billion. Despite rebuilding, on-court struggles, the Wizards benefit from their location in DC and have a strong ownership structure in the team. 15, the Sacramento Kings, $4.87 billion. A devoted fan base and finally breaking the playoff drought has driven up the Sacramento Kings' value in recent years, and hopefully Vivek Ranadive leaves. 16, Cleveland Cavaliers at $4.83 billion. Even post LeBron, the Cavaliers have remained financially strong thanks to a committed ownership, weirdly enough to say that without Dan Gilbert, and a very passionate fan base. At 17, $4.57 billion. A rising core surrounding Trae Young, and Atlanta's strong sports market keeps the Atlanta Hawks value on the rise, even if Tony Ressler is one of the cheaper owners in the NBA. 18, the Denver Nuggets, $4.53 billion, recently won a championship 2 years ago. Nikola Jokic might win his 4th MVP. The Nuggets continue to climb in valuation. 19, the Milwaukee Bucks at $4.3 billion. They are a team that is in a smaller market but continues to have success, especially built around Giannis and his international market. 20, the San Antonio Spurs at $3.78 billion. Victor Wembanyama's arrival last year marked a new era for success, and the team is already rich in international prospects, and this will continue to further that. 21, at $3.657 billion. The Jazz maintain a strong valuation thanks to a dedicated fan base, a smart roster building strategy that has kept them competitive over the last few years, and a team that is clearly community involved. 22, $3.583 billion. The Portland Trailblazers. Despite in a rebuilding phase, the Blazers remain a financially stable franchise due to their loyal fan base and strong regional influence without much competition. 23, the Indiana Pacers at $3.580 billion. Pacers continue to benefit from a strong basketball culture in Indiana, being the basketball state, a solid ownership, and a well-managed front office led by Kevin Pritchard. At 24, the OKC Thunder, $3.560 billion. A young, exciting roster, an abundance of future draft picks position the Thunder for both on-court success and financial growth, as they'll be perennial playoff contenders. At 25, the Detroit Pistons, $3.433 billion. One of the NBA's most historic franchises, the Pistons are working towards a resurgence with a promising young core leading the way, with Cade Cunningham being the building block. The Orlando Magic at 26, $3.403 billion. The Magic valuation have steadily climbed over the last years. This young roster shows potential. Orlando market continues to expand as it is a hotspot in growth for population, and it seemingly seems that they have a very good ownership in there. At 27, the Charlotte Hornets at $3.347 billion. Michael Jordan sold it. The new ownership, a young core, has provided optimism for the Hornets. They are doing some renovation in their arena, and their growth has become steady rather than the mediocre. The Minnesota Timberwolves at $3.213 billion. The Timberwolves' investment in stars like Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert has increased their profile. Plus, with the Mark Lore, Alex Rodriguez arbitration finally ended, their valuation is on the low end of the league, but watch it steadily climb. At 29, the New Orleans Pelicans at $3.147 billion. The step siblings to the New Orleans Hornets, if they're able to stay healthy, Zion Williamson becomes the star they thought, it could be a team that grows with a growing New Orleans sports market. And finally, at 30, the Memphis Grizzlies at $3.87 billion. Memphis may be one of the smallest markets in the NBA, but the Grizzlies valuation has been rising thanks to an energetic young core of Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, and Ja Morant, while having a devoted fan base following them. That's all of the NBA evaluations as of right now. I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys think of that? And if you guys agreed or not, or what we thought here at Hoopside. Let me hear your thoughts. Go check out hoopshype.com. Like, comment, and subscribe.